All right, Lydia, thank you. 8:44 this morning. We're getting a better idea of the president's tax reform plan and what it means for all of us regular folks. Joining me here explaining is Michael Treiberg from Treiberg Wealth Management here in Tucson. Thank you so much. Nice to see you again.
Yes.
So we learned a little bit about the plan yesterday. What are the biggest takeaways that people need to know?
Yeah, so for the last weeks we've been hearing nothing except this big corporate tax cut from 35 to 15. But really, we asked the question, what does this mean for us as individuals? Yesterday we finally got a little bit of information about this. I think there's two real big takeaways. One is the standard deduction is going up. It's actually going to double. And also the 7 current brackets are going to be trimmed down to 3.
So let's talk about the standard deduction. By having it doubled, what does that mean?
Well, it means right out of the gate there are going to be a lot of people that have for couples up to $24,000 that's going to be as a standard deduction. This could generate some tax savings for many people from the very beginning. With this, though, itemized deductions are, for the most part, going to be going away. So that's where there's still some debate about this. We'll have to see what happens with that as it tries to get passed.
And then we were talking about these tax brackets. Right now there are 7 that will go down to 3. We don't know the income levels for these brackets yet, but it's 10%, 25%, and 35% that you would be paying. The debate is going to be where these income levels go.
Yes, and that's probably going to be a big moving part trying to get it passed. As a matter of fact, yesterday they made 3 adjustments to it just in discussions yesterday. So there are going to be a lot of changes on this, so we'll have to stay tuned to find out where these breakpoints are.
And then we kind of touched on the deductions. There's lots of questions about that because people love the deductions.
Yes.
But you're going to keep the mortgage interest and the, there's another one there, but most of them are going away.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. So mortgage interest and charitable contributions are going to remain. However, they're only going to remain if they are greater than that standard deduction. And that standard deduction for couples is going to be $24,000. So there's probably going to be a small amount of people that are actually going to itemize using these. Some feedback we've heard from the housing industry is they're a little bit concerned about this because that could potentially diminish the tax benefits of being a homeowner because there probably aren't going to be a lot of people that have enough charitable contributions and mortgage interest to be able to qualify for that.
So the corporate tax rate is one thing we heard about well in advance of yesterday's announcement, going to 15% from 35%. That doesn't impact a lot of the regular folks directly, but it does at a stock market level.
Yeah, so the whole point, the goal in this reform is to make U.S. companies more competitive and not have such a tax burden. Hopefully that will stimulate the economy and also improve the stock market over the long term. That is going to take some time, and that's where there's going to be a lot of debate going forward.
So there's lots of questions, still a lot of debate, a lot of questions about the specifics of this plan. You heard a lot of reporters yesterday try to press for specifics, and they just don't have any. How important is it to, I mean, this is a big plan. How important is it to get this right?
It is. It's very big, and there are going to be a lot of changes. So one thing to consider is if you're thinking about making any major changes right now, generating some big tax gains, you may want to hold off until we get some more information toward the later end of the year. There also is talk that there could be adjustments to things like the deductibility of 401k deposits for higher income folks. These are all things that are on the table. There's going to be a lot of negotiation and probably a lot of changes before something like this gets passed.
A lot to keep in touch for, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Michael Treiberg, Treiberg Wealth Management. Nice seeing you.
All right.